Why some men attract women effortlessly and most never will. There are men in this world who attract women without trying. You have seen them. Maybe you know one. He's not always the richest man in the room. He's not always the best looking. But women gravitate toward him naturally. They find reasons to be near him. They remember him. They talk about him. And the men who cannot figure out why spend their entire lives blaming everyone and everything except the one thing they actually have control over: themselves. They blame women for not knowing what they want. They say they are too busy for relationships. They say the right woman just has not come along yet. But here is the truth that most men will never say out loud. The reason they cannot attract the women they want has nothing to do with the women. It has everything to do with them. And today we are going to break down exactly what the men who attract women effortlessly know that everyone else does not. Before we get into it, I want to say something clearly. This channel covers everything: finance, faith, fitness, finding your purpose as a man. But we are not going to pretend that women are not a major part of a man's life. They are. Biology demands it. We are drawn to women. It is how God wired us. Men and women are not the same. We are completely different. And that difference, that polarity, is exactly what makes us magnetic to each other. Like two opposite poles that cannot help but be drawn together. You cannot run from that. You cannot logic your way out of it. It is woven into your design. So we are going to talk about it directly, without apology, without shame. Because understanding women is not weakness. It is wisdom. Now here is the first thing you need to understand, and this one truth alone will change how you move around women forever. Women do not remember what you said. They do not remember what you did. They remember how you made them feel. That is it. That is the whole game in one sentence. When a woman thinks about a man she is attracted to, she is not running through a checklist of his accomplishments. She is feeling something. Did she feel safe around him? Did she feel feminine? Did she feel seen? Not as a performance, not as someone he was trying to impress, but actually seen for who she is. Did she feel comfortable? Did she feel excited? Did being around him make her feel more like a woman? That feeling is what she chases, not the conversation, not the compliments, not the dinner, the feeling that was underneath all of it. And here is what this means practically. You can be the most attractive man in the room, and if she feels awkward or unsafe or like you are performing for her, attraction dies. But you can be an ordinary-looking man with an extraordinary presence. A man who is fully there, fully calm, fully himself, and she will feel something she cannot explain but will not be able to walk away from. That is why some men attract women without trying. They make women feel something real. And that feeling starts long before anything is ever said. Now the second thing, and this one is the foundation of everything else on this list. Confidence and purpose are more attractive to women than almost anything a man can possess. A man who knows who he is and where he is going is magnetic in a way that money and looks alone can never replicate. A man chasing his mission, building something, moving towards something, driven by something bigger than himself, is more attractive than a man chasing women, always, without exception. This is the alchemist at work. In the last video we talked about the 4 archetypes of men. And the alchemist, the man who is constantly transforming, constantly becoming, always in the process of turning raw material into gold. That man carries an energy that women respond to instinctively, not because he is trying to attract them, because transformation itself is attractive. A man getting fitter is attractive. A man building wealth is attractive. A man becoming more competent, more confident, more grounded. That momentum is felt by women before a single word is spoken. Become the man, and attraction becomes the byproduct. That is the king-level standard. Here is the third thing, and it is probably the one that is costing men the most right now. Neediness destroys attraction faster than anything else. The moment a woman feels like you need her, not choose her, need her, attraction begins to die. And most men have no idea they are doing it. They text too much. They respond too fast. They cancel their plans for a woman who has not earned that place in their life yet. They make her the center of their world before she has done anything to deserve that position. And every single one of those moves communicates the same thing. I have nothing better going on than you. And that is not attractive. That is desperate. And desperate men do not get the women they want. A man with options moves differently. A man with standards moves differently. A man who is selective, who is genuinely choosing a woman rather than accepting whoever will have him. That man carries himself in a way that women feel immediately. She wants to feel like she earned her place in your life, not like she was the only one who showed up. And in a coming video, we are going to go deep on a question that changes everything about how men and women relate to each other. Who is actually the prize in a relationship? Because the answer to that question will shift how you carry yourself in every interaction with a woman from that point forward. Now the fourth thing, and this is one that most people get completely wrong about men. Men are not emotionless. Men are deeply emotional, profoundly emotional. Men just know how to control their emotions in a way that women do not always understand. And here is the truth about men that most women never get to see because they never earn the right to see it. When a man loves, he loves deep. When a man connects with a woman, truly connects, he gives her access to a part of himself that the world never sees. The way he looks at her, the way he speaks to her, the softness that only she gets to experience. The smile he has never given anyone else. That is not weakness. That is the most sacred thing a man can offer. And the right woman understands that getting that from a man is a privilege that cannot be taken. It can only be earned. This is why heartbreak changes men so fundamentally. It is not because men are weak. It is because when a man loves, he goes all the way in. He commits with everything he has. And when that is broken, it does not just hurt, it reshapes him. Women are loved consistently. They are pursued constantly. They are given attention their entire lives. But a man reserves his deepest love for one place. And when that place is violated, it hits in a way that most women will never fully understand because they have never had to guard their love the way men do. A woman is the one who brings a man to his closest emotional state. She gets to see the version of him that no boardroom, no gym, no brotherhood ever gets to see. And a man who has that depth, who can be moved by the right woman while still remaining unbreakable. That man is the most powerful and most attractive version of a man that exists. She loves that she can bring him to that place. She loves that she alone gets access to that side of him. But what keeps her attracted, what keeps her committed, is that even in his most vulnerable moment with her, she still cannot break him. He is soft with her, but he is never weak. And that combination is irresistible. And this brings us to the fifth thing. Attraction is not born, it is built. The men who attract women effortlessly are not lucky. They are not genetically gifted. They are built. They have put in the work. And the work covers every dimension of who they are. How you look matters, not because you need to be a model, but because a woman is looking for reasons to disqualify you. That is not cruel. That is biology. She wants the best option available to her, so she is scanning for flaws. Every flaw she finds is a reason to move on. So you give her as few reasons as possible. You are in shape, not perfect. In shape. You dress well. Not expensive necessarily or put together. You smell good. You are groomed. You take care of yourself because a man who takes care of himself is communicating something important. He has standards. He respects himself. And a man who respects himself will respect her. But it goes beyond the physical. Your presence matters, how you carry yourself in a room, whether you own the space or shrink in it. Your competence matters, whether you know things, whether you can handle what life brings. Your leadership matters, whether people follow your direction or whether you follow everyone else's. Your social skills matter. Whether you can make people feel comfortable, feel seen, feel engaged when you are around. Attraction is the full package, and the man who is building all of it, who is working on his body, his mind, his finances, his faith, his presence, his purpose, that man becomes something rare, and rare is irresistible. In a coming video, we're going to go deep on something that most men have never honestly examined. How men feel, why men are capable of loving at a depth that the world rarely acknowledges, and why a man who understands his own emotional nature becomes more powerful, not less. That conversation is coming. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss it. For now, here is what I want you to take away from everything we just covered. Stop asking how to get women. Start asking how to become the kind of man that women naturally want. Because the answer to that second question answers the first one automatically. The man who makes women feel something real, who moves with confidence and purpose, who is not desperate for her attention, who is emotionally deep but unbreakable, who has built himself across every dimension. That man does not chase women. He attracts them, effortlessly, naturally, the way it was always supposed to work. Proverbs 18:22 says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord." But you cannot find a good thing if you are not first becoming a good man. The work starts with you. It always starts with you. Walk with God while you work for the crown. When He crowns you king, tell the world of the truth you found. That's king-level mindset. Kings don't beg. Kings don't bow. Kings build.